Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Diablo 2. Since last time, I've gone through Act 5, got some waypoints, and I had a period of time where I wanted to play, but I couldn't actually record, so I went ahead and did some Nightmare Andariel runs, and Nightmare Diablo runs, just to go through them, because honestly, for this character, Diablo is a lot easier than, say, Mephisto. So we went ahead and did that, and we're going to identify it all right now. I know what some of these are just because of what they are, but we're going to go through and identify and see if there's anything worthwhile. I did already identify one of the charms because I was just like running through and I was like, oh, I found a charm. Let's go ahead and add it. And then I was like, oh, I should probably save these. So far, nothing too amazing, 6%. I do know that one of these things is something I want. That's why I started keeping the diamonds, and they came relatively readily. So these are not great charms. So yeah, that one's actually good. We'll keep that one. The rest of these, kind of garbage, so not going to bother keeping them. I might keep this Find Small charm for another character. It's just kind of like a trash charm. That's some poison damage and cold resist. We will take that. So we are currently at decent resist. This charm really does help with that fire resist, but now we have a set amulet, probably garbage. Sharkskin belt is Ma'avina's, and yeah, we have some things in Moser's. Haha. Oh, and also, I transferred over that, in case you guys were wondering, so we now have lower resist on our alt. And we are going to put that there because I know this is Moser's. Moser's is going to give me decent resist. This means that we lose Cannot Be Frozen, which kind of sucks a little bit, but now that we have 2 diamonds, guess what? Our resists are pretty much bloody taken care of. We're one off of max cold resist. That means whenever we go into hell difficulty, we should actually still have decent resists. But let's go ahead and identify the rest of this stuff. Clegg Law is not useful to us. Rite of Passage boots, okay. That might actually be decent. That does give us half freeze duration. We lose some magic find. Sharkskin belt, Ma'avina's. We've got Saigons, of course. We've got Inferno Stride, which doesn't really help us that much. It boosts fire resist and stuff like that, gives us increased maximum on it, but for the most part, we're not getting any real benefits from that other than the increased fire resist. IK gloves, decent for stats, that's about it. And what amulet did we get? Okay, that's actually a pretty hard one to find. We got this off of Andariel. So now we actually have part of a set, so let's go ahead and see how that does. I forget what the set bonus for the Orphan's Call is. The Disciple. So extra defense, that's the only thing we get off of it, but we get plus skills and some resists. I'm not sure whether I really care about the extra 150 defense we get from this. We do get faster run walk though, so we'll go ahead and keep these in here for now. I'll deal with my inventory later. We've got enough room to kind of go through at least one episode here. So we've got a little bit faster run walk. We've got a lower resist. We're set out pretty good, so yeah, and whenever we swap over to that, we actually have the ability to cast 67 times. It's going to cost some gold to keep going. And I forgot, I let my mercenary die. So I need to resurrect him as well. Yeah, he died against Diablo on the very last run that I did with him. So that's that. So let's go ahead and start in on the quests. I said I was going to start on the Ancients, but since I decided to start with identifying things, we'll do the Ancients last. So we're not going to be starting with that. These can be sold so we can free up a little bit of room though. So we'll keep that just in case. I'll go ahead and throw these on the ground. Throw it on the ground! Yeah, whatever. Actually, now that I think about it, we can get rid of that for, where is it, Lucky Grand Charm? Yeah, it's 6% magic find. Oh my, so much. But yeah, we have a little bit of magic find, so it helps out a little bit. And we got all that with just about 100 magic find. So you can farm for stuff relatively easily in Nightmare. Depending on what class you are and what build you are, determines where you're going to want to grind. For this one, Diablo and Andariel were easier because I can cheese Andariel super easy. Same for Diablo, and getting to them has decent, well, I don't even have to kill anything on the way to Andariel, but getting to Diablo actually has some decent drops possible. So, yay! So as far as quests go, let's go ahead and break the siege real quick since it's just right here. Let's go and get our fade up. Let's see what our, 75% across the board. So we'll go ahead and take out anything here that decides to be offensive. So we'll just drop these out, and you can see with meditation, we don't really have to worry too much about our resources. So just keep dropping these guys. Ooh, he's lightning enchanted. That's gonna not suck too much because he's gonna be really easy to kill. I think we might still be actually on players 3 too. So let's go drop it to players 1. Yeah. I did end up going through and killing a lot of things here on players 3 as well. Didn't get many drops, unfortunately. But we did murder their faces, so it worked out well. But we're back down to players 1, so things should be relatively easy to kill. So we went ahead and killed Shank. We can get a stock in items. I'm not worried about the runes from rescuing the barbarians. We know where they're at. We can go back and get them whenever. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and rescue ourselves an Anya. Ooh, yeah, this is going to be fun. I should probably bug my mercenary now that I think about it, because this place is going to be a pain in the ass if I don't. Just going to run over here, go to Inner Cloister, and unfortunately whenever we go to Inner Cloister, we do lose access to the traps that we had there. Those traps will explode as soon as we leave. Don't go through. I still find it funny that even the Shadow Warrior can open doors. The Act 2 mercenary is literally the only one that doesn't know how to open a damn door. I'm not sure any of the mercenaries know how to close the damn door, but that's because they're idiots. But yeah, back into the crystalline passage. So now we have a bugged mercenary. We should be good. So yay. Ooh, yeah, there's a few enemies here. You can see lightning traps. Murdering them pretty good. We don't need to even like worry about using the lower resist wand just yet. But we do actually have decent resist thanks to our shield. So a mercenary is going over there to try to kill something. So we oh, there's a giant pillar there. Go kill those. Okay, so that's going to kill whatever's over there. And we can start dropping this around the corner to actually deal with these guys. There they are. Yeah, I wanted to just get it out there so they will start dying before we actually have to deal with them. I don't want to deal with enemies head on for the most part. Yes, we have plenty of life, and it's not something I really have to worry about, but it's there for consideration. So, yay, down we go. Down we go. And keeping Fade up, even if you have max resist, is not a bad idea, because Fade does provide the physical damage reduction I was talking about before. So drop out some lightning traps. Lovely. And yeah, these guys, I'm not going to bother with doing the explodey traps on, because whenever they die, they melt. So it's kind of garbage. But for the most part, okay, so we actually have some enemies down here that we need to deal with. You guys are going to die like that. Pretty much the main thing I'm worried about using the explodey traps on are going to be lightning immunes and just whenever there's a lot of swarmed enemies. Ooh, another small charm. We might actually have good resist in hell. I mean, we're already going to have positive resists thanks to that Mosers. Mosers is an amazing find. I can't remember whether I got it off Andariel or whether I got it off Diablo, but it was one of those two. And it's not a terribly uncommon drop. It's a lucky drop, but it's not uncommon. So, yay. Let's go ahead and duck around the corner. They're going to be pissy at us. They all going to die, which is fine by me. I would like to get a Talrasha's mask for the mercenary. Don't need it. Otherwise, I would have just transferred it over, but it's nice. So, it is fine. Quest log, yep. I don't know why it popped up. Oh, because we got close enough to Anya, okay. So we're going to go ahead and just beat the tar out of everything. You feel stronger now, groovy. I think I will identify that charm while we're killing things real quick. And I did not mean to hit that, and I'm almost out of those. Oh, that's garbage. So small charm agreed, absolutely useless to me. So you guys get to go away. And yeah, we really just murder everything right now. It's insane. We should be okay at murdering things in Hell difficulty. We just need to break the resists. And one of the reasons for switching over to Lightning for Hell difficulty is the fact that Lightning resists, generally speaking, not always, but generally speaking, is going to be easier to break with lower resist and conviction and stuff like that than, say, Fire and Cold, which generally have higher, just on average, resists. So yeah, you kind of, that's one reason why Lightning has its own little niche as far as being popular. Magic is just very little things resist it. Physical is another one that very few things actually are immune to, but a lot of things do resist it. So, especially in Hell difficulty. So that's one reason why physical characters are not as exemplary in Hell. It's probably the nicest way of putting it. So we're going to drop those out. I'm going to fix my mouse pad because it just started sliding off the desk. Okay, so we've got... Ooh, Lightning Enchanted Frozenstein. That is not good. Mercenary, you should be able to handle him. There's some explodey bits for you. Ha, gotcha. Oh no, you got me. as well. That sucks. I should have switched over to the other shield, but yeah, we're good with what we got. So you go there, and we will go ahead and just drop out lightning traps, and we will talk to Anya while those guys are dying. Thankfully, we don't have the resurrecty dudes. So we will talk to you, we'll get a scroll, we'll even get, well, we'll get a potion first, then we'll get a scroll. But I also want to get the other little things. One thing that is worth noting, I still don't know why they do this, but they give me a little tiny potion, but then whenever they give me the scroll from this, it's a giant freaking scroll. So it's like, why? Why is this a thing? Ah. Oh, lordy. You'd think they'd give me a scroll about the size. Like, a potion would probably take up more space than a scroll, especially if it's something for someone to completely drink. So let's go there, or pour over them in the case of this. I think we probably do just pour it over. So nothing too amazing in there. 15,000 gold from the claw that she gave me for free, so we made a profit. It's just not worth much. So, yay. So next thing is, let's see, we've got that. We don't want to do a Neelathak. We need to talk to Larzik. To get our reward, he will socket an item for us. Lovely. That's absolutely worthless for me. So let's see, Ancients is next. There is really nothing else for us to do. And going through these areas was really easy with this particular build. Just drop the traps as you run and you murder everything. It's nothing to be afraid of. So drop these out. Take out the leader of the pack. He's the leader of the pack. Oh, he's immune to lightning. Okay. This is a job for lower resist. And he is now being hit by it. Okay. And that is not a lot of damage. So let's go ahead and corpse explode him as well. There's one. There's another. Come on over here. Get some more corpse explodies. Okay, so now he's almost dead. Sweet. Oh, ha ha! We got a unique ring. Do I save it for later? No. We're going to identify it here. Dwarf Star. Probably... It's not a bad ring. It's really not. It's actually better than what we got in that slot. Because Fire Absorb versus Fire Resist. I'd rather have the Fire Resist, but we have enough to max that out. So Fire Absorb on top. Good. And Extra Life. Good. The rest of it, not so great. I don't really like Dwarf Stars that much. They're very mediocre to me. But they're not bad. It's just one of those things where it's like, most of the rare rings I find later on in the game are better. So, Lightning Immune. That's one thing we're hoping not to see from the Ancients. So, wish me luck on that one. We do have Bugged Mercenary. Let's go ahead and Town Portal just to be safe. If we do have to Town Portal up here to reset them so they're not Lightning Immune, we'll do it. Yeah, we actually have the right one out. Let's go ahead and Fade. I'm going to go ahead and drop a whole bunch of lightning traps on Modok. There you go. Altar of the whatevers, and he is aura enchanted. Let's go ahead and lead them this way. They're going to have... Oh, God, they have all kinds of horrible auras. Let's go down here. Let's see. Can we get them separated? Okay, so he's aura enchanted. Oh, wow. He went down fast. Let's go ahead and drop this out over there. Should actually be able to hit Korlik. And Mercenary should find his way over there because he's going to be aggroed on them. So yeah, they're going to be really easy to kill this time. Don't even have to think twice about it. We might even... Yeah, I think we will get to Bale today. Because we already know what the path looks like. Let's get it as far up there as possible. There's some lightning for you, Matic. Groovy. And it walks us over there. Hero, you have defeated us. Go find Bale. Yeah, more Fire Blast. We're actually doing Fire Blast now. Because we need that alternate damage type. You may notice I have Fire Blast on my left click. It's not doing a lot of damage yet. But it gets boosts from everything. So, yeah, we're already getting, let's see, 1 plus 60. So 61 times 9, which is 459, I think. Yeah, 459% boost. So it's a decent amount. It's not a small amount. Nightmare Ancients always are so much easier to me. I don't know why. But let's go ahead and just deal with this. But yeah, you can see we just murder things. It's sad. So we need to go towards where we know the stairs to be. I think it was down and left on this particular one. I haven't checked in a while, so yay. I don't go on this floor very often, so it's kind of like, okay, which one is it? He's gonna get, yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna get murdered quickly. Because, yeah, they're not very resistant to lightning. So, yeah, it is down here in the bottom left. So, just nuke everything. Unfortunately, these guys can't be chilled. There's very few enemies that can't be chilled, but the ones that can't be chilled are kind of irritating. Oh, you're immune to physical. That's not good. Lower resist is not going to help at all versus that. So, yay. Do we need any potions? Not really. Mercenary should be fine. I do want to check these antlers because I am looking for something specific. That won't work. So we're not going to be doing that. And we are still gaining decent experience. I will probably, maybe not in Act 1 Hell, but I will be leveling up eventually whenever we get to Hell difficulty. Depends on what I have time and mood for. But we will go leveling up and doing a little bit of grinding before we start going through Hell, because we are not necessarily under-leveled, but we are also not over-leveled, if that makes sense. We're a little bit below where we actually would want to be, but not by a lot. So, I wouldn't consider it under-leveled, I'd just consider it efficient. So, ooh, we do want the experience shrine. That's good. It's good experience down here. Might as well get as much from it as we possibly can. And as soon as we step out here, we're going to run into an amplify damage, cursed enemy or whatever, and just get completely destroyed. That's my guess. Those guys can go away. Let's go ahead and drop some lightning traps out so we don't get poisoned from those. Yay. Oh, and yes, I think those poison guys can target the mercenary. I'm not positive on that, but I think they can. This guy can't, so he's going to come charging right for us. They're charging right for us! Shoot them! Oh no, that's not how this works. We are not in South Park. Okay, so, ooh, we got some champions there. That's actually kind of good if we wanted to... Champions don't give amazing drops, but that is a boss mob, so it does give improved drops over normal enemies. So, now we have the waypoint, and we can farm Bale as much as we want, which is always lovely. Farming Bale does not bother me in the least. And it is worth noting, Nightmare is not a bad place to magic find. Even like mid to late game, if you're looking for just solid gear to have for like future characters, Nightmare is a good place to go. Because you can get things like Skin of Viper Magi, you can get Frostburns, you can get Mage Fist, you can get Mosers, you can get all these kind of like mid-game kind of things that you're going to want to be using while you're leveling anyway. And it's going to help out a great deal to actually get through the... Ooh, and you've finally caught up to us, I think. 62, yeah, he caught up to us. Yay! His death was not putting him that far behind. But, yeah, it lets you get through the leveling part of your character a lot easier if you actually have gear from Nightmare. And if I remember correctly, according to the little, like, tracker thing, I have all but, like, 5% of the exceptional uniques, because I do run Nightmare. I am not afraid to... not necessarily run the thing that's going to give me the highest stuff, because let's take, for example, the Stones of Jordan. That you actually get a better chance of getting from Nightmare Andariel, because she has a higher like ring and jewelry drop than most of the other bosses. I think Duriel has a fairly high one as well, but he has other issues. Andariel and Nightmare, especially bugged Andariel, just does so much more for you whenever you're trying to get like Stones of Jordan and stuff. So you definitely want to consider farming her if you need them. It's 1 in 31 for like every unique ring. 1 in 31 of them is going to be a Stone of Jordan on average. Like if you're not going to necessarily always get it on your 31st, but you get what I mean. Well, this is no gambler's fallacy crap. That's 3 sockets. I need 4 socket crystal swords so I can actually make some backups of these. But I do honestly prefer the broadsword look for the spirits, that is. So, whichever you prefer is up to you. Crystal swords do have their own lovely appeal. And since you're not going to be attacking with it, you could do an ethereal crystal sword and make it look real fancy. And that would be actually lower requirements. I think we'd actually be able to equip them with any character, maybe not sorceress. I'm trying to think which ones wouldn't be able to actually equip with like their base stats. That would be a horrible thing to do. Have a run through where all you can do is invest in vitality. Ugh. So more into Fire Blast, and the other advantage of Fire Blast is it is giving us more shots with the Explodies. They're now up to 7 shots. So that is pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, each 3 points, I think. Yeah, 3 points in that gives us another shot for this. Each point in Shockweb gives us another. I mean, each 3 points in Shockweb gives us another shot with the Charge Bolt. So we might actually start investing in Charge Bolt next, and just rely on our Fire Grenade as our alternate damage source. Not really the ideal thing, because we actually have lightning immunes chilling here. So yeah, that's going to be garbage. Let's see. Let's go ahead and drop grenades on you. This is the only downside. We're going to have to deal with them in hell difficulty too. Ugh. We need to kill the little resurrecty dudes, because they're going to be the bigger pain in the ass. And yes, you are being a pain in the butt. There you go. Thank you. So those, yeah, as long as we get rid of the Rodrum Ancients, we're good-ish. And yeah, that poison damage sucks. We have 75% resistance to poison, and it still sucks. So yeah, that's kind of tough. We've got Burning Souls there. We should be able to do this number. Do like corpse explode and kill a few of them. Okay, so they have some corpses to actually mess with. I don't know why they're not using it. They are aiming at me. Oh, mercenary, good job. So we've got Big Bad over here that needs to go down first. And we are doing okay damage with that, but it's like, okay. Okay, so we murdered them all. Sweet. Okay, so back off. Mercenary can linger up there. I don't really care. He is still bugged, so it's not going to be a big deal. Probably actually need to spread those out a little bit so they hit multiple targets. Ooh, lightning enchanted. That's going to be bad. Where are you at? Are you still alive? Yeah, you're still alive, Colenso. His little friends, not so tough. And one thing that's often a misunderstanding about Bale's summons, they're terrible for magic finding. They're basically a champion mob, and they're a lot more dangerous than a champion mob. So as far as like the drops and stuff go, so you do need to be slightly aware of them as far as like going for like some items, but for the most part they're not that worthwhile for like actual proper magic finding. Despite their item level, their chances of dropping like useful things are really damn slim. So it's kind of like, why is this so bad? It's why their drop rates are just terrifyingly bad. So yeah, they really are similar to champions rather than super uniques, which always makes me a little bit annoyed because they are tougher than most super uniques, which is like, why? So, oh hi, you finally came up to visit me, groovy. Where is the oh, he wandered all the way up there. Okay, there you go. Let's go ahead and drop out a bunch of these, and we should be able to start dealing with Listerine. Listerine needs to die. And yes, I do actually tend to stand. Whenever I'm doing a ranged character, I try to stand inside this little cube square thingy here, because that lets me keep them summoning, because this is the border for him summoning. And they generally, unless he summons them really far down, they don't spot me unless I go past that. Oh, we actually killed them all already? Okay. Oh no, there's Lister. Bye, Listerine. Okay, so he did. We don't have to worry about anything here. This should actually be relatively easy. We are doing heavy damage with the lightning traps. So, yeah, 25, 45. And I think we don't have it maxed out because that would require Charge Bolt Sentry. But we have 2 of 3 synergies done for it. We will do probably a third one eventually because we don't really need any other skills than what we have. And we are really focusing heavy on the lightning. And the lightning does boost our Granada as well. I will drop one trap to kind of protect me from these tentacles. And we will just kind of guard ourselves a little bit. Just stand behind pillars and let the lightning do all the work. And yeah, he's trying to hit me with that. It's not going to go through the pillar. And neither is the ice. Yep, Mercenary is not doing exceptionally great. Mercenary's hurting a little bit. Let's go ahead and drink potion. He is aiming for me. And we do want to take those down relatively quickly whenever they pop up. They do decent amounts of damage. So, yeah, drop that out and deal with Bale the chicken way, just hiding behind pillars. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to clone to get an angle on us. That is not an uncommon thing. He did try teleporting, which isn't bad. I don't mind the teleporting aspect. He can be a little bit irritating with it, but still, it's not that bad. Yeah, down he goes, and that was easy enough. So, Bale, not too hard. So, Nightmare difficulty, finally defeated. We got, what, 2 levels in this, or 1? I think we only got 1. We got 1.5. No, we got 2. We did Ancients, but let's see how much time we have left. We do not have time left, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and call that an episode, and we will start in on Hell next time. I might do some grinding before then, but no guarantees. I might just go through, like, Act 1 without grinding and then grind up, just for a little bit of help against the Duriel part. I think I called Bale Duriel for some reason. But anyway, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time on Diablo 2. Bye.